So this is going to be in response to Vince Ventrella's Warhammer Weekly topic of the week. This is about GW's faction focus that they've been rolling out for the lead up to Age of Sigmar version 2. I think I can summarize this and distill it down to this. Too much of a good thing can be bad, and GW seems to have been going to this hole for their last couple of releases where it's just oversaturation. They made the announcement for the new version, what was it, for the Warhammer Day, which is like the 18th of May. They announced that it was coming, and then once they started leaking out the information, rules leaks, things like that, it's been every day, and it's just kind of exhausting now. I think it's cool that they're being so giving, quote unquote, giving and transparent with all this information, but it's like enough already. And even to the point where I think like the faction focuses are unnecessary, really. Most of them don't really give a whole lot of info that's, I don't know, enlightening as to what the new version's going to look like. I get it, as Vince said in his video, like it's the marketing behind this as far as new people coming in or maybe catching wind of the new version, or like, yeah, I'm interested now, and these are just kind of, infomercials for the whole world as a whole. So I get that, but they're kind of annoying, to be perfectly honest, and I would have just preferred them to focus on kind of the integral changes to the game, mainly the magic and command points, things like that. Just focus solely on those things, like 2 weeks out from release, not like a month out. Just give it to us 2 weeks out, because there's a ton of excitement for this. People in my local community in Jersey are very excited about it. Other people that I'm talking to, I was just at NashCon last weekend, discussions I had with people there, everyone's very excited about it. So I don't think we need a whole lot of coddling in regards to that from GW, but like, just at this point, it's, I think we all have blue balls about it, if I'm going to be frank. So yeah, I could kind of do without it now, especially now that we have the date for the release, which is, gosh, another 3 weeks until the actual release comes out. So what do we get? Another 3 weeks of drips and drabs coming out, stuff like this. So I don't know. I think a couple of it would have made sense for like the new Night Haunt stuff. Like, all right, let's key in on them, or the new Stormcast Chamber would have totally made sense to, like, all right, let's get in there and kind of unearth what these new the new factions are going to look like in the game. Totally understandable, but for especially, I get it. They're spreading the love around to even these kind of inconsequential factions. They don't want to leave anybody out. That's great. But like, really, they're just, I guess they're filler. I guess they, the community team needs to put something up for it on a daily basis. So there's the content for it. If anything, of all the faction focuses, if I'm intrigued by anything, which not much of it really has, the Beast of Chaos is interesting to me, because it seems like they're lumping together the Bray Herd, the War Herd, the Beastmen, which I'm kind of curious to see if once we get the new General's Handbook, if we see a kind of coalescing of bringing all three of those back into the same umbrella again, as opposed to parsing them out. Kind of like what maybe they should do for Skaven, maybe. So that's interesting. Like, I think collectively those three things together could be really, really interesting. And as a classic fan of fantasy, I've always loved beastmen and minotaurs and things of that nature, and that's an army I've always kind of wanted to do, just like a mixed war herd, Bray herd, like just lots of minotaurs and beastmen. Like, that'd be a lot of fun. But so maybe that's happening. That would be pretty cool. That would be maybe something to pursue. But other than that, it's okay. Appreciate all the effort, GW, but man, let's just get to it already. Enough is enough. And that's my 2 cents on it.